Good evening, everyone, and this is lecture number 2 on biological classification, especially kingdom Protista, kingdom fungi. Okay, we'll also discuss about kingdom Plantae and Animalia if time is possible. Okay, so let's, without wasting our precious time, let's move into our today's topic. So yesterday we have discussed about kingdom Monera. More than kingdom Monera, we have so many things to study in kingdom Protista and fungi. Kingdom fungi is the most important topic of this chapter, and regular MCQs comes from that particular topic. Okay, so let's move with today's super cool, super excited and absolutely amazing class. Okay, so let's start the class. Okay, this is today's lecture starts with this slide, that is part 2 of the chapter Kingdom Protista. Okay, we'll study about Kingdom Protista. So let's, without wasting our time, let's move. So Kingdom Protista, it is the second kingdom, Kingdom Protista. Okay, it includes single-celled eukaryotes. In today's Menti quiz, which is a prokaryote, whereas indirectly, and the answer was bacteria or monerans. Monerans does not have membrane-bound organelles. Only eukaryotes have a well-defined nucleus and other membrane-bound cell organelles. Is it clear? So, kingdom Protista includes certain animals, single-celled eukaryotes, well-defined nucleus, and other membrane-bound organelles are present. Some of them may have flagella for locomotion, or others may, the body may be covered with cilia. Name a Protista covered by cilia, Paramecium. Comes under the class ciliates, right? Paramecium comes under the class ciliates. Look, Amoeba, Paramecium, Euglena, etc. Okay? Okay, so let's move to the next one. Protists are primarily aquatic in nature. Protists are generally aquatic in nature. Okay, protists are generally aquatic in nature. It is a link. Okay, it is a link between plants, animals, and fungi. Very important point. It is a link between. It is a link between plants, animals, fungi. In Protista, you can see both modes of reproduction, asexual reproduction and sexual mode of reproduction, involving cell fusion and zygote formation. So who was the first person to study about kingdom Protista? It was Ernest Haeckel. Ernest Haeckel. Who was the person? It is Ernest Haeckel was the first person who studied about Protista. Okay. According to NCERT textbook, you will be studying chlorella. You will be studying chlorella and okay, you'll be studying chlorella in algae, which comes under the plant kingdom. Okay, but chlorella is actually a Protista. Okay, chlorella is actually a Protista. Is it clear? So, look, the Protista is a connecting link between Plantae, Animalia, and fungi, and it is primarily aquatic in nature. Okay. This is another thing, that is classification. Classification of kingdom Protista. Kingdom Protista can be classified into chrysophytes, dinoflagellates, euglenoids, slime moulds, and protozoan. Very, very important. You can expect 100% MCQ from these parts. Protista can be mainly classified into chrysophytes, dinoflagellates, euglenoids, slime moulds, and protozoan. So we have certain tricks for studying the examples of each. Okay. So let's move with the very first thing, that is the chrysophytes. or on kingdom Protista. Chrysophytes. Okay, we'll be discussing about chrysophytes. Chrysophytes, they are found in freshwater and marine environment. They are found in freshwater and marine environment. They are microscopic, but they float passively in water current, that is plankton. Most of them are photosynthetic in nature, and it includes diatoms and golden algae desmids. This golden algae desmids is a very 100% sure MCQ. 100% MCQ. Moreover, it is 10 times a repeated MCQ. 10 times repeated MCQ for your NEET. Okay. So what are the main important points? Most of them are photosynthetic. It includes diatoms and golden algae. Golden algae is also called the desmids. They are freshwater and marine organisms are there. Okay. Okay, diatoms. At last, I'll say the example before we move on to the dinoflagellates. So diatoms is a chrysophytes, right? This is very important. Chrysophytes, it is diatoms as a silicous wall. Their cell wall is made up of silica. Their cell wall is made up of silica, forming two thin overlapping shells which fit together as a soap box. Which fit together as in a soap box. Look. Which fit together like a soap box. Okay. Which fit together like a soap box. So this is a thin overlapping shells. Okay. This you will be calling it as a frustule. Frustules. And each one you will be calling it as theca. Theca you will be calling it as. Suppose this diagram I'll draw again. Suppose this is to be the one shell. And suppose this is to be the other one. Okay, they are like a soap box, two thin overlapping shells fitted together. Okay, then you can say that the upper part, the entire structure you can call it as to be the frustule, and each thing you can call it as to be the theca. The upper part you may call it as the epitheca. Upper part is the epitheca and the lower part is the hypotheca. Okay, the upper part is the epitheca and the lower part is the hypotheca, and the entire structure you can call it to be what? Frustules. Is it clear, everyone? Okay, so they have a silicous deposition in their cell wall, and diatoms are the chief producers in the ocean. At least 10 times repeated aims and NEET question. Bookmark this question. Okay, diatoms are the chief producers in the ocean. Okay, they cause a condition known as what? What is the condition that they cause? Diatomaceous earth. Let's check whether it is in the next slide. Yes. This we have discussed already. They have silica cell wall. They are the chief producers in the ocean. The cell wall deposit of diatoms is known as diatomaceous earth. Okay, when these diatoms die, their cell wall, okay, this red color that I'm showing you in the diagram, okay, this cell wall contains silica. When they deposit these silicas, this silica will get deposited in the ocean, and at last you will get what? A powdered form, that is diatomaceous earth. It is used in polishing, filtration of oil, syrup. Then it is used as a soundproofing material. Soundproofing material, toothpaste, cosmetics, etc. You use the diatomaceous earth. Okay, before we go with the dinoflagellates, let's go with the code to study the examples for chrysophytes. Okay, for chrysophytes. Okay, we are discussing about what chrysophytes. What is a code or mnemonic to study chrysophytes? You have chrysophytes containing diatoms. You have the chrysophytes containing diatoms and golden algae. Golden algae are otherwise known as desmids. Okay, I have a code to study these two examples. What is the code? The code is change do good. Change do good. Change do good is the example or the mnemonic to study. 1 second, I'll just write it for you. Change do good. How can you remember it? Chrysophytes. Chrysophytes have a C. Change have a C. Diatoms do. G stands for golden algae. Okay, chrysophytes contains diatoms and golden algae. You have the mnemonic. Mnemonic is change do good. Is it clear, everyone? Okay. Next you have dinoflagellates. Next you have dinoflagellates. Dinoflagellates, they are mostly marine and are photosynthetic in nature. They appear yellow, green, brown, blue or red depending upon the main pigments present in the cell. Cell wall has a stiff cellulosic plate on the outer surface. They have a thick cellulosic plate on the outer surface. Okay. Next one. Most of them have two flagella, that is one lies dorsally and the other transversely in furrows between the wall plates. Look, one lies laterally and other lies ventrally. Two type of flagellas are there, okay? One lies longitudinally and other transversely. Red dinoflagellates. Okay, red dinoflagellates, example Gornilox. Gornilox is a red dinoflagellate. They undergo rapid Gornilox multiplication give rise to the red tide. The sea appear red in color. Okay, red tides are formed. They release certain toxin that kill the marine animals like fishes. Okay, you have to study that particular thing, that is the toxin. This toxin produced by Gornilox during red tide is known as saxotoxin. Is known as saxotoxin, which is considered as to be a nerve toxin. Which is considered to be a nerve toxin. These dinoflagellates have the ability of bioluminescence. Bioluminescence. Okay, bioluminescence property. No disappearance of nucleus. Mitosis, they are having a mesokaryon. Moreover, they have two flagella which is heterocont. Heterocont. What is heterocont? Two type of flagella, one short and one long. Next we have euglenoids. What are euglenoids? They are mainly freshwater organisms which are found in stagnant water. Instead of a cell wall, they also have a cell wall. In addition to the cell wall, they have a protein-rich layer. They have a protein-rich layer called pellicle. And what is the function of this pellicle? They give flexibility to the body. They also have two types of flagella, one short and one long. One short and one long. Okay. So in euglenoids, you can see they have a mixotropic form of nutrition. They have a mixotropic form of nutrition, that is both autotrophic and heterotrophic organism. If sunlight is available, they photosynthesize like plants. But when they are deprived of sunlight or when they are kept in the dark, they behave like heterotrophs such as predators. They act as predators by predating on smaller organisms. Moreover, the pigments present in euglenoids are similar to that of plants. Okay, similar to that of plants. Is it clear, everyone? Okay. Next one. They are photosynthetic in the presence of light, and in the absence of light, they act as heterotroph by predating on other organisms. Very important. This was previous year NEET MCQ. These pigments are identical to those of higher plants. Example, euglena. Euglena is an example. Euglena is an example of euglenoids. Okay, what was the first one? Chrysophytes. Example, diatoms and golden algae. Second one, dinoflagellates. Example, it was goniols. Third, it is euglenoids. Example is euglena. All these are simple, right? So no need of mnemonics for studying. Last, we have the slime moulds. Slime moulds are saprophytic protists. Slime moulds are saprophytic protists. Look, slime moulds. They are saprophytic protists. The body moves along decayed twigs and leaves engulfing the organic matter. Their body just moves through this dead and decaying organic twigs and leaves and engulfing the organic matter. Under suitable condition, they form an aggregation known as plasmodium, which may spread over several feet. Is it clear? Okay. During the favorable condition, they form aggregates known as plasmodium. Next one. During unfavorable condition, plasmodium differentiate and produce a fruiting body bearing spores at the tip. Spores have true walls. They are highly resistant and survive for many years. Spores are dispersed by air current. Okay. The plasmodium during unfavorable condition form fruiting body which undergo meiosis to have haploid spores. This haploid spores will give rise to gametes. Gametes undergo fertilization to form what? Zygote. Is it clear, everyone? Slime moulds. Very easy example, slime moulds. Then we have the animal-like protist. Animal-like protist, you call it as to be what? Protozoan. What do you call it to be? Protozoan. Okay. Protozoans are heterotroph. They may either be predators or parasites. They are primitive relatives of mammal. Four group of protozoans are there. That is amoeboid protozoan, flagellated protozoan, ciliated protozoan, and sporozoans. Okay, protozovans are of 4 types: amoeboid, flagellated, ciliated, and sporozovan. You have a neat MCQ on ciliated protozovan. Okay, very important, which can ask again in your MCQ. First, we are going to discuss about the amoeboid protozoan. Amoeboid protozoan. They live in freshwater, seawater, or moist soil. They move and capture prey by putting out pseudopodia or false feet. Example is amoeba. Only one example, that is amoeba. Marine forms like silica shells are on their surface, and some exist as parasite. That is example is Ent amoeba histolytica, causing the disease amoebic dysentery. Amoebic dysentery caused by the protozoan Ent amoeba histolytica. Okay. Next one. Flagellated protozoan. Flagellated protozoan, they may be free living or parasitic in nature. They have flagella. Important point. Right? Parasitic forms can cause diseases like sleeping sickness. Name a flagellated protozoan: Trypanosoma gambians. This Trypanosoma gambians, it is a flagellated protozoan which can cause sleeping sickness. Okay, you have to study. Name the pathogen that causes sleeping sickness. It is Trypanosoma gambians. Health and disease, you may expect this question, not from this chapter. Anyway, in NCERT, it is there in this chapter. This is ciliated epithelium, very important. Very, very important one. Ciliated epithelium. Not ciliated epithelium, it's ciliated protozoan. This ciliated protozoan actually move with the help of cilia. They have a cavity called gullet that opens to outside. Due to the movement of cilia, water enters the gullet. Example is Paramecium. The most important point regarding this is they ciliated protozoan, they have 2 types of nucleus. A large macronucleus and a small micronucleus. Okay, 2 types of nuclei are present in ciliated protozoans. Okay. Okay, ciliated protozoan have 2 types of nucleus. 2 type of nucleus. This was, I think it was a 2018 NEET MCQ. Okay. Next slide. Okay, last one, it is a sporozoan. Okay, one second. Last one, it is the sporozoans. They have an infectious spore-like stage in their life cycle. They have an infectious spore-like stage in their life cycle. For example, Plasmodium malarial parasite. It causes malaria. Plasmodium falciparum, Plasmodium vivax, Plasmodium malaria, Plasmodium ovale, Shishon, then signet-shaped, rosette-shaped, then ring-shaped. Everything you have studied in your health and disease chapter. Studied in health and disease chapter of class 12. Was it? Is it clear? So, next one we have kingdom fungi. Okay, from this kingdom fungi onwards we'll study in the next class. Okay. Please don't forget to like, share, and subscribe our wonderful channel. Okay, so let's see with super cool and super excited class on kingdom fungi in the next lecture. Thank you.